Okay, we're here at gotomath.com, and we're going to be looking at some algebra. I'm actually taking a break. Taking a break from calculus for just a little bit. I want to test out my new whiteboard. So we've got, what do we got here? We got let A equal some set here, and this says find, and we have some absolute value bars A. Alright, so I started to do an introduction video to the introduction of sets, and I thought instead that I would just go ahead and kind of explain what a set is as we're going through these first few problems here. Let me click on this new feature I've added, the marker board, and at the present time you can't really use it on like an iPad or something, or an iPad or your phone or whatever, because of the mouse events, but I've got to figure that out. Anyway, but you can use a tab, or you can use an external tablet like I'm using a Bamboo. Um, and actually, we're going to click on that to make that make that a little thinner there. And I don't know, let's use this. So, okay, so let's talk about sets over here. A set is nothing more than a collection of objects. All right, and these objects, we call these elements in the set. So these are known as elements, and their order doesn't matter. However, when we go to actually put the answer in up here, order is going to matter, and it gives me less of a headache having to deal with that. So what this notation means here is this means the size of A. In other words, how many elements are in A, right? So let's count them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements are in A. All right, so we could say that the size of A is equal to 5. And 5 is, remember, the number of elements that are in A, so we just count them. Okay? And so we use curly brackets right here, or you could call these curly braces, whatever you want to call them, to put our elements inside. So we wouldn't do this. Right? This is not a set. Actually, in JavaScript, this is an array, but whatever. But this is not a set. You must use curly brackets, okay, with commas here. And that's a set size 3, actually. So if we said this is the set S, then the size of set S, if we were to actually ask for that, there's 3 elements in S, okay? So these things are called elements. So in other words, 2 is an element of S. 2 is an element of S, or you could say 1 and 3 are elements of S, right? In this particular case up here, we could say, for example, 69 is an element of A. All right. Now, what about if I said, so we're kind of going a little past what this question's actually asking, but we'll keep the time down here. What if I were to say, for example, 10 is an element of A? Well, 10's actually not an element of A, and therefore we'll put a line through it, okay? So that means that 10 is not an element of A. All right. Okay, well, I think enough's been said, and this should be able to answer the questions now. Okay, so, all right, we will see you back at gotomath.com, and you can come here and practice your problems. We're here at gotomath.com looking at some algebra. Let's go down to sets, and I believe we're doing 1.2 here. I know it's something I forgot to do, and that was to actually insert the answer in the last video in here. Just going to show you how that works. Okay, so we have, let's just click on the marker board here and bring that up while we're at it. we have the set A and the set B, and it says find, and what looks like an absolute value bars. This notation for sets means the size of A plus the size of B. Okay, so A, the size of A is equal to, so we come up here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has 6 elements, and then we'll just write the size of B right over here. Count 1, 2. And what does this say? The size of A plus the size of B. So that's pretty easy, right? 6, 7, 8. I'm really thinking like a 3-year-old could figure that out. 4-year-old, maybe 5. Anybody can count? Count. Okay, so there it is. That's all you got to do. Now let's actually do what we didn't do in the last problem. Let's just demonstrate how this works. We just put our answer in, click the checkbox, and whoa, it says correct, right? Now, if you get it wrong, there's no way of finding out actually what it is. However, you could come up here. Maybe this could help you out, right? Click on the actual answer here. And sometimes these answers will differ, and you'll know that because there'll be a thing that says check. Check up here. So this is a new feature I've added. Always adding something new. New and improved. Anyway, okay. And then over here to the right it says time. Your time was 1 minute 22 seconds. We can't see that right now. And then it says target was 10 seconds. So 1 minute 22 seconds. Oh, because I explained it down here maybe. Alright, anyway, there it is. That's all we're going to talk about in this video. Okay? We're here at GoToMath.com working some algebra. Let's click on sets and let's go down to 2.1. Alright, bring up the marker board. Okay, so we got a special note up here, and this check means check. It's a check mark, right? Place elements in numerical order. So in the actually first problem that we talked about, remember there is not any order when it comes to sets. You can write this in any order you want. Okay. However, for simplicity and to make things easier for grading, it's just a whole lot easier for me, that is. Um, just type the stuff in alphabetical order, please. All right. Okay. So we have a an operation here. This is the union operation, and what union means is, well, you just join both A and B together. Join them both together. So let's just write this out. What do we want to use? Let's use that color there. Okay. So A union B is equal to, all right. So we take A, and I'm going to write 26 in here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and write the rest of them. You just join them together. 43, 8, 6, and 14. So technically this is an answer right here. However, like I said, up here in the box we want to write these in numerical order. It's just a whole lot easier. I guess I could write up a function or something, but for right now let's do that. Alright, so let's see, 6, 8, right, 14, 26, and 43. Right. Okay, like I said, order doesn't matter when we're writing elements in a set, but just for this purpose here, we have to write it in alphabetical order, and it does say correct. Okay, so union, the union operator means you just join this set with this set here. Now, I guess now that that's said, maybe I should add something. Let's do an example here. Let's say, for example, we had the set 1, 2, 3, and then we've got another set, and we'll call it B. And let's say it's 1. How you like them curly brackets? 1, 2, and 5. All right. Where are we at? So we got the set B here. Okay, so here's another example. We have set A, set B. Now what we don't write is, whoops, what happened here? What's going on? Something, I don't know what happened. A union B is equal to, now what we don't write is repeating elements. We know there's a 1 in A and a 1 in B, but we just write it one time. We don't write 1 1 here. All right, and then of course there's a 2 in both of them. We're not writing it twice, and there's a 3 and then a 5. All right, so that actually turns out to be numerical order there, but remember, order doesn't matter except when we're typing it into the box up here. All right, just checking out what was going on down there earlier. Okay, so don't repeat elements. All right, don't repeat elements. Okay, all right, well, come to gotomath.com. See